discussions on this going forward. But the whole thing is that the current practice of medicine is not in congruency with religion at all. And there's a lot of dangerous beliefs that actually become a danger to patients when their caregiver, their doctor, their whoever is religious. Because, like, I've been having these conversations with my fellow medics, and sometimes, let's say you have a meeting, we tuseme kama patients are on a certain condition that we decide this is not going to be treatable, this is not going to, like, treating them is going to be more harmful to them than just leaving them like that. So we decide, let's go for comfort care. Let's just make their life comfortable until their life ends. Most of the cases, their life is ending anytime soon. So you call the family and then you have these kinds of discussions. In those kinds of discussions, you call pastors. Then they come and pray, and then sometimes they even take back the family to square one, because tell me you're praying about, oh, we know God, you can heal, we know you can cure, when literally you just heard us say that we're not going to cure this, and like, hakuna kitu tunaenda kufanya. So you're taking this family back and forth when they could actually be accepting this and moving forward. Leave alone even praying about God having the powers. Like, I saw some person shared on my comment section on TikTok how they talk to the family and explain to them the situation, and they start accepting. But then the pastor later on encourages them how there is nothing difficult with God, and regains their hope, starts them from square one again, confuses them, and makes their time when you want to spend na their kin during their end of life become even more difficult because they don't know what to believe. So I feel like if more non-religious medics came out, we would actually come up with a way to help these patients to go through this phase, because at the back of our minds we know very well that this science is actually very superior when as compared to that religion that they're trying to sell, so that we put this person at a point where they really know that this is gone. Like, siko ubaya, hatujui what's going to happen next, but like, for now this is just gone. So yeah, I think that's my presentation for today. We'll have another presentation another time.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let me ask a question. Are you saying watu wanaombewa wenye wako na cancer kwa hospitali?
Yeah, they do. Actually, I went for my electives in a mission hospital and I just saw wonders, because hapo ndo niliona nisemaje, the most discrepancy, whereby someone, like, a whole, let's say, okay, sitaki kuiweka ikae vibaya, we are seated here, like, sisi kama medics, we've really said and we've decided that we're not going to cure this. Okay, the situations kama hizo inakuanga, you have a patient who has, let's say, a very late stage cancer, and then let's say their organs are failing, all of their organs are failing, such that if you give them chemotherapy, because chemotherapy is very strong, itawafanya mwili yao ikuwe even worse, and it's not going to help them, it's not going to cure them or reverse even the stages. So in this case, instead of you giving them these drugs that are going to give them even more serious side effects, you just make their life more comfortable until their life ends. And in that case, we know 100%, not even 99%, that's what is going to happen. This person is going to die. We even discuss things like we will not intubate or resuscitate. So tuseme kama atashindwa kupumua, tutampeleka ICU. We won't take them to the highest level of care because it will just make their life longer but more suffering, and they're not going to come back to a better life. So if you're dealing with this kind of a situation, you're seated there, you've explained that, this pastor or chaplain is listening to that, and then they start telling the family how God can do everything. Then it's like, what are you? You're just undoing what we are saying. Na tunajua vizuri that there's nothing he's going to do. This person is going to die, and it's 100% chances. Like, kuna hiyo, yeah, that's really what happens.
Let me also share something. My father died of cancer, and I can tell you when he was in his last stages of dying, alipelekwa kwa mapasta. So there was this, belief that akiombewa atapona. So my mom, who is very religious, brought in pastors, nini nini wamuombe. It never worked. It never worked. So, this idea that prayer can heal is a really, really big problem in issues that we know, in matters that we know hazina cure, like, practically this, you're not going to be alive in a few months. So we personally, I've also had a personal experience where religion is being used kujaribu kutibu ugonjwa. Na my own dad, we went to a doctor. My own dad akaambiwa, you will actually not be alive in 6 months. And I can tell you, in exactly 6 months, alikuwa amedie. So yeah, it's a real issue, and I really appreciate you for making that presentation. So what kind of interventions should we have in the medical field? Like, cause do we need more awareness? Does it need to, would you have an idea of any intervention you think we can have?
So first of all, that's why I formed the other group to
Yeah.
kind of discuss with many other people what they think. Because for me, all I've done is identify the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think about a possible solution right now by myself, but I think
Mm-hmm.
one of the other thing is that with time we have a high chance. Unajua, saizi mostly we are dealing with religious patients, but with time in the coming future we are going to deal with more non-religious patients. So for the religious patients, au wataambiwa na pastor wao about life on the other side, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe that makes them feel better, or how God has a reason why they're going through that, or whatever. So for
Mm-hmm.
the non-religious patients, we need to, and especially the fact that we don't have a concrete belief. Like right now, you can't ask me, tukikufa tunaenda wapi ama what happens, you see. So I feel like there is a lot of gaps in how are we prepared to deal with a non-religious patient in this
Mm-hmm.
kind of a setup. Kitu kama hiyo. But also I feel like when we get to the point of like the atheist society yenye inaweza speak up and kind of what can I
Mm-hmm.
say, like
Like
ku
we can put a
challenge
voice out
policies.
there. Yeah, we can put a voice out there. Yeah.
Yeah, but if we can challenge policies, then I think we can do a lot on the palliative care part in trying to challenge the fact that uh, giving religious hope, like kunafaa kuwa na a limitation in the kind of doctrine, the kind of teachings that are given to patients who are navigating end of life, things of the sort, like for the sake of the peace of the patient and the family, to just kitu kama hiyo.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's something that with time tunaweza, but for now really, mimi all I've done is just identify the problem.
Yeah.
And something I forgot, sorry to take us back, about
Mm-hmm.
the religious medics. Okay, I'm one firm believer that a religious medic is a liar, because au pia wanajua, like even them, tukiwa kwa those comfort care meetings, wanajua vizuri, like the chances of death are 100%, they know that. So the
Mm-hmm.
fact that they know that, but they still keep on thinking a certain way. So anyway, so what was I saying? I think it's still a bit dangerous to have a medic who is religious, although we cannot eradicate them, because like I was having a conversation with a friend, a religious medic, on
Mm-hmm.
concerning a patient, which was my patient, the one that alikuja akapass baadaye when I said this patient is
Mm-hmm.
going to pass away. So this patient has gone to theater like a lot of times, like 5 times within the same admission, and then now they're in ICU. They've been in ICU for like 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
anakata ana struggle. And then he's telling me to pray for the patient. Then I asked him, what do you think prayer is going to change in that situation? He's like, sunajua Mungu ndo amemweka uhai. And I'm like, at what cost? Especially when we know the prognosis is bad and this patient is going to die, and she actually died. So the question is, sasa amekufa after a long time of a lot of interventions. They have depleted their insurance and now they have more than 1 million debts to incur before they can take the body back home. So how does that, like wewe unasema si ni Mungu ndo anamkeep alive, but unamkeep alive na bili ya ICU venye ni kubwa. Ka unajua anaenda kukufa, mbona unamkeep alive aendelee kutumia hiyo pesa? So like that kind of a mentality huwa inanikasirishanga. Maybe I'm just being too emotional about it, but I think there is need to maybe create more awareness for now, because that's the most we can do. Trying to discuss about how weird just thinking about healthcare in the sense of religion is, to try to open up people's minds. Yeah, I think that's all I
Yeah,
can
thank
say.
you. Thank you so much. Let us clap for Soy. You know, clapping is actually, you can do it on the, so there's something called emojis, guys. You can actually clap using the emojis. All right. So you need to familiarize yourself with this platform, right? Zoom is very nice. So thank you so much, by the way. Nime appreciate sana. And you've given me an idea. I can tell you for free. You have given me an idea. We are going to try and intervene. We are going to get in touch with the Kenya Medical Practitioners Board and do something about it. But I'll work with you on that. The
That
Kenya Medical and what is that thing called?
inakwanga Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists.
No, not and dentists and poisons.
Hiyo ni ya pharmacist, ndo inaitwangwa Pharmacies and Poisons Board. That's a
Oh,
different.
okay. We're going to get in touch with them, but how we are going to do it is we'll come up with a strategy. I'll do it. One of the things I want to tell everybody, whenever there's an issue of concern, we normally address it through engaging organizations that are at the center of that. All right. So, for example, if it's something to do with the law, we address it with the Law Society of Kenya. If it's something to do with matatus, we go to the Matatu Association, Matatu whatever association. If it's a religious issue, we deal with the religious organizations, the Muhuri, the Muslim organization, National Council of Churches, vitu kama hizo. So we have a platform, the Atheist in Kenya Society. We are known in the country, so when there's an issue, we can actually address it. Call for a meeting, have a conversation, vitu kama hizo. So you've given me an idea, but I'm going to have to look at it maybe with you and others so that we see how to approach it. Is there anybody who wants to say something at this point? You can just unmute the mic.
Before I say something, I just thought, like, yeah, that was a good idea to approach KMPDC, but like, this is something you say KMPDC is for dentists and doctors, but there are
Yeah.
so many other fields. So I don't know if going broader is better to the Ministry of Health itself, or that will make it
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah. Let me tell you. So what I said is, I'll discuss with you what is the best route. So I'll not do it alone. I'll put it on the group. So what is the best route? Who do we approach? What is exactly are we saying? Right?
Okay.
How do we put it? So I'm just saying, the immediate idea that came to my mind was KMPDU, whatever. But the Ministry of Health is another approach we can use to do that. And also we can use also medical schools, you know, and see how that goes. So we will see what to do about it. But you're giving me an idea that also needs to be addressed, I think, urgently. So thank you so much. Soy, by the way, is on TikTok. Follow Soy on TikTok, Dr. Soy. I met her there as well. I'm also a TikToker. Some of you know what I do on TikTok. But here I talk about religion and atheism and so on and so forth. Haya, kuna mtu anataka kusema kitu at this point. By the way, this session is being streamed live on our YouTube channel. That is why I wanted Shelvin to come on video. Because now if you go to our YouTube, ukienda YouTube, what we have there is just like the names showing up. But it's okay. As we go on, we'll stream on video. Hakuna shida.
You didn't say
Haya.
that part.
Oh, nilikwambia ukuje na video, ukumbuki?
Hukuniambia kwa nini? I thought, okay.
Okay, sawa. Anybody who wants to say something?
Yeah, mine is just I'm happy to see fellow Kenyans like-minded on the same page. Because I know there's a misconception when you're talking to Kenyans about you not believing. They believe that atheism is devil worship, and we're far from that. Because I mean, we don't believe in God, of course. There's no way we can believe in a devil or some imaginary thing. One of the things that I think when it comes to talking to people, when especially with medical practitioners, it's how if we approach it. I think the first thing we need to do is, like you mentioned, debates, which we can live stream, especially identify someone who is very intellectual, confident, and can actually challenge and debate with this religious folks. Because to me, honestly, socially, I think Christianity, religion is a mental issue. So socially, because I think it's a problem, because people giving away their last, their finances. You're on your deathbed thinking there is a better life. Someone is promising you something after life, So especially as Kenyans, from a young age where we go through indoctrination, and it's pretty much fear mongering. So I think at a young age and just with debates and putting ourselves out there, I mean, I'm excited about this. It's something I've looked for. I'm even shocked that you were formed in 2016, and so I just found out about you guys.
You've never known we've been around. You've never heard of us?
No. Actually, I haven't.
Allah.
Yeah, I just found out.
I was even on Obina's show. I was on Obina's show just the other day. Who saw me on Obina?
That's when I saw you on Obina. When I follow a lot of atheist groups, and that's when yours popped up. Of course, you know how cookies work.
On Obina, okay.
Yeah.
I have been everywhere. We did a statement yesterday on compensation, and our statement was covered by the media, specifically the Kenya. You guys saw the banner on the group. It was the Kenya what? Where we were challenging what the government is doing with regard to the Gen Z compensation for the Gen Zs by the Kenya Times or something like that. There's a lot of work we are doing. So we've been doing a lot, a lot. The fact that you haven't heard about us, where? Na vile tumekuwa kila mahali. But anyway.
No, because see, sijakuwa Kenya, so I finally just.
Okay. Most Kenyans know about atheists in Kenya society. And,
but I've been in Kenya.
Shelvin.
But again, in 2016, I was in class 8, so it makes sense.
No, but in 2020, 2022, there's a lot of things we've been doing. We've been in the news like throughout the period. But anyway, it also depends on what you're reading, what you're accessing, which I don't, I mean, there's no problem with that. So I agree with you.
Dr. Shabina has just revealed her age by saying she was in class 8 in 2016.
Yeah. She was in class 8 in 2020.
But this year, so.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody is calculating. So how old is she? Like we're trying to add up things, But
Okay,
yeah,
just
yeah,
don't do that. I turned 23 5 days ago, but that's not the point. I think what you just said depends on what people expose themselves to, because I deconstructed my religion when I was 22 and I'm 23 now. So I think hiyo ndo time yenye hata ukiwa kwa FYP yako, most things start coming because you pay attention to different things. Hiyo time singewaona because I was a strong Adventist and I knew you guys were going to hell, so
yeah. So yeah, Adventists actually think atheists are going to burn in hell, which is really sad because that's evil, that's bad. So thank you so much, Onyango. I agree with you. We have a lot of work to do. So what I'm looking at is I'm actually going for a debate in Mombasa. Some of you can join me. So it's a religious debate. I've been invited to a debate in Mombasa. If you're the kind of person who loves debates, you can DM me. We can see how that goes. You want to debate a religious person? Those debates are taking place a lot. Also, social media, we have a lot of debates taking place on Facebook. Our Facebook page has a lot of debates. If you go there, if we post something, there's a lot of debate on the comment section. But I believe that Kenya is making progress with regard to religious freedom, freedom from religion. Kenya is making a lot of progress compared to many African countries. For one, we have a registered atheist organization, and secondly, we are growing our community. And thirdly, we are also beginning to influence national policy through engagement with, for example, I was in a session, I think 2 weeks ago, where we were supposed to meet members of parliament to discuss religion in this country. Many of them did not show up, but we are going to get there. Don't worry, we shall get there. Hiya, anybody else who wants to say anything at this point? Ask a question, comment on anything, say anything. Feel free to unmute. The unmute button is somewhere on your screen. Do I call names? Shiko Maina, how are you?
Mr. President Harrison, how are you? I believe you can hear me.
Yeah, karaoke, karibu sana, I can hear you. Asante sana.
I like the way you put it that you'd like people to come forward and be in leadership. I can tell you being the president of such organization needs you to have a balls of steel. Otherwise, the way Ogayo put it, like people think that you are an atheist, you are a devil worshipper, or devil that you don't even know yourself. Who is that devil they talk about? When you say that you want people to debate, what I have realized or what I have seen with these debates, majority of these believers, let's say the ones that engage with are Christians. So to debate with them, you have to understand the Bible very well. You have to read. You have to do a lot of research. You have to see the differences that or the errors in the Bible. Some of the things that doesn't make sense at all. So that's where you get your points from. Like me, most of the people that I deal with, that I defeat, I always quote that holy book. They say it's holy book, and I read it to them or ask them to read this such and such and such. Does it make sense to you? Like without the fear of thinking, without having the fear of reasoning. If it's not the Bible, if I didn't read such a verse, it's just another book, would you believe it? And they are like, yeah, it doesn't make the sense, but unajua, they have so much fear in them that they don't think broadly. Like me, like the guys here saying they didn't know atheists existed. I also didn't know a long time ago that it existed, but in myself, I felt conviction like we are not in the right direction. These stories doesn't add up. Like me, I always tell Christians, If you so believe that this is the light religion, or you are going to heaven, or whatever the Bible says they are the facts, like point to me one miracle that you know has ever happened outside of the Bible. Show me one single person that has been rescued or has been delivered from death or such miracles, leave alone the stories that you read on the Bible, but give me facts that you have seen one. Do you mean that from the time that Jesus left this world, or since the Bible was written, that no miracle has ever happened again? The other day, I was having a discussion with somebody about the Utumishi girls, and I was asking, you people keep on saying that we pray, as we sleep, we pray for God to protect us. Do you mean those girls didn't pray? Do you mean the parents of those girls didn't pray? Or the God was so busy to protect such young souls, the innocent souls? You know? The discussion that we need to have is to read the Bible, understand, know it very well. That me, I keep on quoting from the Bible. You come with this challenge, I quote it back to you. And I'm just telling you, go to that Bible that you talk much about, read a certain verse, like the way the Dr. Nani was talking about. The other day I was driving along Mombasa Road. It was on Sunday, and people were very busy crossing the road from the church. And so I asked the guy that was with in the car, if we hit a pedestrian here, where will we be taken to? Is it back to church to be prayed for, to be healed because the bishops are still there? Mafuta bado iko moto saa hii, or he'll be rushed to Kenyatta Hospital to go find a person who is not even saved, somebody who don't even know kama kulikuwa Sunday ama kulikuwa whatever, he's just doing the work. And the guy was saying, no, Mungu lazima aende atumie watu huko ndio wamheal. Anaenda kutumia watu wa nini while the church is here? Anaweza perform hiyo miracle direct express hata bila nini. So in fiction tu naambia watu venye na daktari amesema, watu wajue fiction na reality. Ati mtu ameenda na kanza naambiwa tutamuombea Mungu ati atapona. Na mimi I keep on asking guys, kama huyu jamaa anaitwa Reverend, alikuwa Kiuna ama alikuwa anaitwa nani?
Yeah, Kiuna, Reverend Kiuna.
Yes.
Not Kathy
The
Kiuna,
husband used to parade people, tunafanya miujiza, kujeni tuwaombee, lete fungu la 10. So being so religious, being so righteous, when his time came ya kuenda na cancer, what stops him ajifanyie hiyo miracle ama afanye abracadabra zake yeye mwenyewe ajiokoe? Because this thing I always tell them, it doesn't work. Prayer doesn't work. Wacha to deal na science. Na ndio nakwambia debate kama hiyo unaenda kudefita watu, just do a lot of research in this book. Me, I read it. I listen to a lot of pastors. I follow a lot of pastors in the Bible just to listen to what they are saying and see the contradiction in them. Otherwise, tungetaka kuwa kwa leadership, lakini nakwambia mimi, unapata watu wengi wanakuwa regarded, wewe ni ile jamaa anasemanga hakuna Mungu, ni devil worship. And I'm like, what is the difference between me and you? Well, tuomba kesho kunyeshe na mimi niombe kesho kusinyeshe, tuone what will the difference will be. Unaona? Me always tell them, whatever will be, with or without prayers. Whatever was meant to be will be. But otherwise, nashukuru venye watu wanaendelea wakiamka, but I can tell you, there are a lot of atheists out there, but the fear ya kukuja out ama kukubali like, hey, hii story has add up. That's the fear with them. But we are so many outside there, I can tell you.
Yeah, we are so many, and let me just add on to that. If you know anybody who is non-religious, please put them in our group. You can send them an invite link. Let us grow, because let me tell you, the more we are, the better for all of us. People are going to come up with different ideas, like Shalvin vile amesema. Another person can come up with an idea. We can now start positively influencing the country, so that people don't use superstition to solve their problem, which is happening a lot in Kenya. Vitu kama uchawi, it's happening. Vitu kama believing that prayer works, believing that the Bible is the word of God. Those things are very prevalent in our country, and we need to be rational. Do you know there are also people who believe leaders are chosen by God? So you find people going to an election, and saying this leader was chosen by God. I mean, the critical thinking aspect of things is really lacking. And part of what we want to do as a society is to make sure that we are making decisions based on facts and processes that are scientific and verifiable, you know, instead of superstition. So thank you so much, Karaoke. I really appreciate. What you guys also need to do, kuna 100 yenye tunaweka hapo kwa group. Weka hiyo 100. We have the Godless Corner. By the way, guys, come for our Godless Corner in July. We will be meeting on the second Sunday of July hapo Swiss Berlin Hotel. If you don't know where it is, we can meet in town. We can go together. If you don't have money for a drink, we can offer you a drink. We just want you to come to Patane na Wewe. We meet other non-religious people. Yes, last meeting was very nice. We were there with Kiki. We were there with a few people. So come for the Godless Corner. Let's meet each other. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a good time. Let's know each other physically. That is what the Godless Corner is all about. So thank you so much, Karaoke. So anybody else who wants to say something? Shiku, Njogu, anybody else? And there's somebody on YouTube anasema, there's somebody on YouTube anasema sasa mumia mbona mko kwa darkness? So it's because YouTube is we don't have our faces on YouTube.
I've also seen here that people have not turned on their video, so we are not able to see each other. And again, thank you for the way you change the date. Most of the times on Saturdays, like me, I'm working or I'm engaged, but I look forward to coming to the next. And as you have said that, you know, this government came here, tukisema ni mtu wa Mungu, ni mtu anaogopa Mungu. You have seen the results. So I think kama watu hawatalan wafunguke macho nayo, I don't know then what they want with the religion.
Yeah, Ruto came with this thing of God. Ruto came in with this thing of the Bible. Ruto ndio alitusomea Biblia.
Aunge convince wazazi, watu wa shamba, wa mama ati mtu wa Mungu nao wote wanalia wanashangaa, wewe kwani ni Mungu gani huyu tulikuwa tunafikiria? But maybe watabadilika tu, but me I know with time tutakuwa wengi sana na tutakuwa na hiyo say unasema. We just pass from ni kama kupreach, we convert as much as many, or we just show the light to as many as possible.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Karaoke. So is there anybody who else who wants to say something? Anyone who wants to speak? This is who is that on video? Anybody who wants to say something? Shiko, do you want to speak? Njogu, Kevin Lele Nguya, anybody? Jeff Namaka, anyone? Anyone? So I'm assuming you guys are okay. So what we do is I'm urging you, weka 100. Kama uko na pesa mingi, support the society. One of the reasons we cannot do so much is because of finances. Finances are everything. When you're running an organization like this, like for Zoom, Zoom tunafanya, we normally pay, I think, 2,000 per month to have a Zoom platform like this. We normally pay for our badges, social media badges. Like Facebook, we pay 5,000, vitu kama hizo. So pesa muhimu. Supporters, the society is growing. We need all your support. Come to our meetings. Invite non-religious people to our WhatsApp group, and we're going to grow together. And I want to thank the lady who has made a presentation, Shelvin. Asante sana. I'll pick up that with you on the issue of how we can intervene in terms of what's happening in the medical sector. So guys, asanteni sana. Kuna mtu anataka kusema kitu? Last chance.
Just kusema, you know, one of the things that I know with the expenses that you've mentioned, we can also show, the transparency we usually have with people have that, the corruption mentality. So even for this course that you're saying, like Zoom, just share with people so at least they're not afraid kutoa pesa. They can see their money is going where it is, So people normally fear kutoa pesa because they just think, because, Kenya tumezoea mambo ya corruption. So you can just show them that accountability. And this is what came in. This was the expenditure. This went out at the end of the month. And I think even people will give more and be willing to go ahead
At
and
the
know
end of
what
the month, yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the month, I said on the group, at the end of this month, I will tell you how much money we've used for our social media activity, for our physical meetings. Like I can tell you for the Godless Corner, we spent 5,000 shillings. So I'll tell you the things we have done, but I'll also tell you the things we need to do, which
Correct.
are many things. Yeah. So I'll share with that on the groups at the end of the month. Me, I'm not a corrupt person. I have used my own money to even bring this society to where it is. I have used my own energy and effort. Sometimes, sometimes people come to meetings, they don't have money. I cater for their drinks, for their transport. It's been a lot, but we have to do what we have to do because this is our country. It has to change, all right? So that is where we are. But I agree with you, transparency is very important. Kenyans are very skeptical of anything about money, all right? Haya, kuna mtu mwingine anataka kuongea? Anybody else at this point? Anyone? So I'm assuming we are okay. The rest of the conversations can take place on Wesley Karani. How are you? Wesley Karani, how are you? Okay, so what we're going to do, let the rest of the conversations take place on WhatsApp. And thank you everybody for coming to this session. I really appreciate the time that you're taking to be here. We will continue doing what we are doing. Mambo ni mengi. This country is very religious. We have a lot of work to do, and we are going to get there. So thank you so much, everyone. And we're going to meet on Wednesday next week, same time for the Atheist Wednesday. This platform really is just about us sharing ideas, coming up with new ideas, talking about the challenges we face, anything that is of national interest. If you think there's something we need to respond to, we normally do press releases. We normally engage people in meetings, mambo mengi. So if you feel you want to, how do I put it, to participate in this change of religious freedom, please share whatever idea you can. And I want to thank everybody. So kuweni na usiku njema, tutapatana kwa WhatsApp. Thank you guys and have a very good night.